So we are going to talk about Fearless and Inventive, the Guns for Hire expansion pack. So Scum Aces.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Scum Aces. I feel like it makes sense in terms of the way they've been doing the Aces packs,
Yeah.
but also, where's my T65 fix?
Stop whining. Do you really?
Just
So what? You've got a viable T65 that was in the final at Worlds. Where were the Star Vipers, man? Where were the Kurax fighters?
I don't even own a Kirax fighter. That's how bad they are.
Where'd you get your crack shots from? Damn. You must be
Um,
rich. Buying them in the Houndstooth is where you get them from.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's what
I,
I do.
I know what they all are. It was a
I'm still choking on that not alcohol.
dear. It was a rhetorical question. Rhetorical.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a good expansion pack. I'm pleased.
So we have a sexy danger butterfly for the Star Viper.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And we have the follow you around the room like it's staring at you. Black Sun Kurax fighter.
I kind of wish they'd put the Black Sun logos on the Star Viper because then it really would look like a butterfly
The
with the whole like eyes thing.
the current one has got the Black Sun logo on one fin. So there you go.
It's not quite the same,
Nice.
but yeah.
So what do we have? I'll go down the article. What was it called again? So we have the Kurax title, the Vaskia. I think it's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Well,
Obviously-
before you get to that, there is one thing you can read from zooming in, or are we coming back to that?
Oh, I don't know. What was it? What do you want to read?
So you can read one of the condition cards, the harpooned one.
Conditions will do later.
Conditions, consmissions. All right,
Yeah.
fine. That's a British word, by the way.
Consmissions. I don't think it is.
Consmissions.
I think it's a Luke's been drinking rum again word.
At least not for like 7 hours.
Okay.
7 hours? 6 hours.
So the Vaskia title. Come on.
Yeah.
You said
Focus.
you said we'll make it more concise this show. That's what you told me. You begged me not to ramble.
Don't make me out to be the alcoholic that I'm not.
Okay, I'll make you the alcoholic that you are.
I can do that in my own time.
The squad point cost for each of your equipped upgrades is reduced to by 1 to a minimum of 0. You may equip
Reduced to 1 would be amazing.
reduced by 1 to a minimum of 0. You may equip up to 3 different modification upgrades. So, the squad point cost of each of your equipped upgrades. So, what's an upgrade? Can I have like a missile upgrade card? Does that
You
count?
could have a missile upgrade card.
Does
What
it-
a nice segue.
Does it reduce it by 1?
It does. Unfortunately, it doesn't reduce cluster missiles by 2 because you fire them twice.
And obviously, it's a 0-point title. Kurax fighter only. It is not unique, and it lets you equip 3 modifications.
Yeah. Choices. So many choices. I don't know what to do. It's giving me a headache.
So
But I think it's really good.
the interesting ways to look at this straight away are like you can only equip auto thrusters if you have a boost action. Engine upgrade puts a boost action on your action bar, so then you can equip auto thrusters because it finishes as a legal build. So you can have a Talonbane Cobra with vectored thrusters, auto thrusters, and engine upgrade
For 5 points.
for a repositioning king. Pretty cool. Or we have Pulse Ray Shields, which also come in this pack, which now would only cost 1 point. Gives him regen as well. So loads of different ways of doing this, I think. So I really like this title. I think it's really good.
I think the way you're going to... This is probably like a really super obvious thing to say. So when I was doing a bit of squad building, like, you really can start to stack up the points quite quickly on what is still the same platform. If you're not starting to solve some of the other problems. You can sink too many points into it quite quickly, I think.
I would argue that Talonbane's only real problem was lack of repositioning.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
does Fenrir hit like a truck?
he does
Does
hit like a
Talonbane hit exactly the same as Fenrir?
I don't know. I've never seen them on the table, but perhaps that's because they don't have repositioning.
So,
I concede that.
Talonbane's point is that he doubles the range bonuses. So
Oh
he,
yeah,
he
yeah,
also rolls 5 dice at range 1.
yeah,
So you effectively get 2 Fenrirs now. Yeah, the
yeah,
dial might not be as impressive, but
yeah,
you can have regen on it.
yeah. You can have regen. I think the way that you would need to do it is either to take a couple of cheap and cheerful ones that have a bigger picture that feature within a list in some way, or one ace one.
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, at least in the last 24 hours, that's been how I've been trying to build it. So with the thing that's annoying is that it doesn't have 2 elicits. Maybe I'm just greedy.
Maybe you
But
are being greedy.
I really want to put Scavenger Crane and Glitterstim on at the same time. With Deadeye and Cluster Missiles, so that you can just go round and round and round on the Cluster Missiles.
You can have
and the Glitterstim.
You can have guidance chips as well as your.
You can have guidance chips.
Yeah.
And you can have munitions failsafe. It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah. So I think it's really clever. I think it's a really clever way of doing it. I think it opens up a lot of interesting design space. I guess what it means is anytime there's a modification upgrade that's 1 point or 2, that's not well. Anytime there's a modification upgrade, you're going to be thinking,
how does
can
this
I put this on
interact with the Curax?
Yeah, which is good.
How does it interact with all of the other modifications?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we also have the Star Viper Mark II. So this is a Star Viper only title. You may equip up to 2 different title upgrades, i.e. this one and the old one.
And the other one, yeah.
Virago.
Yeah.
When performing a barrel roll, you must use the 1 bank template instead of the 1 straight template. It does say that you have to use the 1 bank left or the 1 bank right template. Weirdly, you just think the 1 bank template would be enough.
Yeah.
I suppose somebody in playtesting must have argued you have to go, if you put it left, you have to go forwards if you're going right and backwards if you're going left. Like, no, you can put it either way. Stop being an idiot.
Oh, yeah, that's.
And this one comes with a -3 points cost. So you get a mini echo.
Yeah.
I really like this actually.
I really like it too.
The positioning's going to be interesting. That extra amount of where I can and can't barrel roll because of the bankiness and putting it at the front facing one way compared to the back facing the other gets you a lot of movement and changes. The ship's got a 1 hard turn, so with a banked barrel roll is actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, and you can put advanced sensors on it.
If you take Virago, you can put advanced sensors on it. So, yeah. And that would effectively cost you 0.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Guri just got more viable. I'd like to see what the other ones are. But they only actually spoiled the normal ones, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the generic Star Vipers aren't a picture that I recognise, which leads me to think, the PS1 is the Enforcer, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's a PS3, I think. So these PS5s, they're probably going to have an elite pilot talent and
maybe cost less.
Cost less than Guri, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's a PS4, which is a unique, and a PS6. So we don't get a PS9 Star Viper pilot, which makes me a little bit sad. I'd like to have had a PS9, but
Yeah,
Hey ho.
but that's one of the design things, isn't it? Scum sort of occupy that
Yeah.
mid-range.
Yeah. In fact, so think about doing the uh, the advanced sensor barrel roll into the swoop that starts spinning this ship round quite a lot.
You go, oh gosh, yeah, you basically end up facing the most of the same way.
You can do a lot of weird stuff with it.
Oh, it's giving me a headache.
Yep. Um,
Um,
so
yeah,
what else do we have? We see Victor Hell. So he is one of the Curak's pilots. He's pilot skill 7, has 3 attack, 2 agility, 4 hull, 1 shield, has an EPT, missile, and illicit slot for 25 points. His pilot ability reads: after defending, if you did not roll exactly 2 defense die, the attacker receives 1 stress token. Oh,
so 2 points for 2 points of pilot skill and pilot ability.
yeah, a bit of a weird ability. We go into obviously the idea of using stealth device to up your agility value to 3, so that you're
Yeah,
always rolling more than 2 until it pops. Um, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I don't know if I would take it as a form of control, um, but
it's sort of passive control, isn't it,
yeah,
rather than um,
because
aggressive control.
they can just choose not to shoot at you.
Yeah, but then are you if they're choosing not to shoot at you?
Are you getting the value out of the?
Yeah, blah 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 blah. I
Yeah,
guess like if you really point sink him, which I don't know is a good idea. Um, you know, you start to maybe get that. It's all about making your opponent make the wrong choice, isn't it? Sort of. Actually, if you so the list I was playing around with him is if you put him with Asajj and maybe the Tansar, no, like a Sikh basically with a flechette cannon.
yeah.
Um,
So,
you It's not amazing, but then you can dish out stress in loads of different ways, and
well, remember, if if the Seeker's got a lower pilot skill than the thing that would be shooting at Hell, the Seek's flechette cannon wouldn't add stress if they've already got it.
yeah, I know that's where it's not very good.
No, it's a crappy way of doing it. I think what I would like to have seen is Rebel Captive get errated to be fieldable by Scum as well.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Um, that would be a good thing, but that's a very, very different tangent.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty decent. I don't. If I'm at the moment, all of my list building and combo searching is Talonbane. Talonbane all the way. I want to make sure that he gets his money's worth, and I think this is going to be a good pack for the cards. From the one ship they've shown us, which isn't really a lot, I don't know
yeah,
about that one. Um, did you want to read Harpooned if said you can see it?
I can. This will not make great video because I'm going to have to zoom in like this. When you are hit by an attack, so this would be the right hand card. When
Yeah.
you are hit by an attack, if there is at least one uncancelled crit result, each other ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. Then discard this card and receive 1 face down damage card. And it's harpooned with an exclamation mark.
Yeah, there is what looks to be a harpoon missile as the far left card.
Yeah,
So these conditions look like they're tied to these missiles.
yeah.
So just perform a crit to someone, and then yeah,
So is it that it could be that the harpoon missile assigns the harpoon condition to
well,
a ship?
if the harpoon missile just did this, it wouldn't be a condition. It would just be something that happens, like assault missiles, for example.
Yeah, but I guess they're trying to harpoons. Yeah, I don't really know. Who? So I suppose it depends.
So
You are so harpooned is you are harpooned.
yes,
I am harpooning you.
yeah,
So if you have that condition on you, when you are hit by an attack where there is at least one uncancelled crit result, each other ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. Then discard this card and receive 1 face down damage card.
yeah.
So I wonder if the missile assigns that to somebody.
Well, it would have to,
Yeah,
because like I said, if a missile triggered itself, there'd be
yeah,
no point having the condition.
yeah.
Because
So the missile can't do any damage.
you don't know. It could do damage. It could be a cancel down to 1. It could be a triple your damage because there's a giant harpoon sticking out here. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it looks like it obviously it interacts with the harpoon condition somehow.
yeah,
And I don't know if a missile does damage on top of this condition. Again, it depends on the points cost of a missile, assuming it's like 3 or 4 points. If it does damage on top of this, do you not just want to kill them with the missile rather than set up for shooting later? I don't know. I suppose
depends how point efficient it is for the damage.
yeah,
Because you're effectively doing a damage through shields.
Yeah.
You could be doing damage through shields. If they're suffering the crit anyway, you're doing 2 points of damage in addition to whoever is nearby and whatever else damage the missile did.
yeah. So I think there's potential to do some good damage to big ships with this, assuming the missile does damage as well.
Yeah,
But
I suppose they could. So big ships is an interesting one. Do you think they might? So flechette torpedoes only work on people who have 4 or less starting hull. Do you wonder if they might explore the reverse design space with this? So this only works on people who have 5 or more starting hull.
it could be an interesting way to do it. Yeah. I don't. Without seeing any of the text for the missile, it's hard, and only having
Yeah.
what it damage and so it doesn't look like that's the end of the card for the
No,
harpoon
there's a
condition.
little bit of text, isn't
Yeah.
there?
So I mean, without knowing the full story, it's hard to judge it, obviously. But it seems interesting. I kind of like a delayed assault missile effect for the splash damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you can get them both to go off if you can get the condition to go off in the same turn as the harpoon, with, I don't know,
Providing
something.
the harpoon does damage.
Yeah, and that might not be so bad.
Yeah. What else did we have? So it looks like we've got 2 harpoon missiles, 2. I forgot what it's called now. Vaskiev. I don't know.
Vaxi.
Okay, I'm gonna get Google Translate to say it one more time.
Vaxia.
Vaxia. Unless it's in English,
Vaxia.
then it's Vaxia. I don't know.
Vaxia.
In English rather than Arabish, you
Well,
mean?
no, that's in Finnish apparently. If you type it into Google Translate,
Vaxia.
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, great.
I like making a fool of myself. It's fun. 2 of those, some conditions, and 2 harpoon conditions, an eye discharger, a stealth device. So obviously it's not an eye discharger.
An eye discharge. That's got to be ion discharger.
One would assume, especially
After
considering
you blur token, you blur enemy.
there are 4 ion tokens in the pack as well. So
Yeah. It's an illicit as well.
yeah.
Another reason to take that free crew off the Sea Rock.
Then we've got a stealth device, affected thrusters, 2 pulse ray shields, and 2 Star Viper Mark IIs.
Mm.
So I need to sell 2 Star Vipers and buy 2 packs of this, and I only have 1 Kurax, so that's okay. I'm fine.
I need to buy a Kirax.
Um,
And I'll get a Seek when I buy the Sea Rock. I don't actually own a Seek.
you sicken me, Luke. Sicken.
It's almost like I only play the ships that are any good.
You only play Jump Masters. Only play Jump
You know,
Masters.
I had to work really hard to build a list that didn't have Mind Link or Jump Masters in it.
What did you do before Scum and Villainy were released, man? It's like you didn't even play.
We had this conversation already. I played 4BZ. That's why you're asking me.
I would never ask a leading question, Luke. Never
No.
once would I ask a leading question.
No.
Nor would I ever be facetious or lie on stream.
I beat Scott Reed with 4BZ. I was quite pleased about that. And then got beaten by his brother.
Is that because you flew 4BZ and got to shoot at something?
Yeah. Well, he was playing Fat Han and 3 Bandits. And I won somehow.
See, because he'll have made the same mistake I did against Ron Brannan. You make one stupid mistake, they get to shoot you, then you explode.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much how it went. Yeah. On my... I don't know. It was quite close, actually. Chasing big ships with boost around when you only have B-Wings is a pain in the arse.
Yeah. I think that's about it, unless you've got anything else you wanted to bring up, mention, talk about.
No.
Okay.
Don't think so.
So, overall, I think it's a pretty exciting pack to be coming out. There's lots of interesting things in it. It's really hard to judge the impact it's going to have until we see more, especially because we still don't really know anything about the Skurg and stuff yet. So, lots of interesting things to come out and not change the fact that Luke's going to keep playing Jump Masters.
I mean, the whole game isn't designed around whether I play Jump Masters or not. But
it was more of a thing of, yay, more Scum stuff to never get fielded because the Jump Master's still super efficient.
And yeah.
I'm not actually going to jump on the hype train. I think Jump Masters can be beaten. And
I think I've experienced them being beaten quite regularly.
Yeah, I mean by like competent players can lose with them as well.
I'll give you that one.
But yeah, I'm not going to jump too much on the hype train. But yeah, twin Jump Masters winning 2 worlds in a row after 3 rounds of nerfs, I want to say.
Yeah, 3 nerfs.
Time to nerf a platform.
Maybe just admit that it was wrong.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe just take the EPT away.
I don't know. I don't want to... That's the whole show in it of itself, and I don't want to steal too much from Aaron Utley's Sunday streams, where he started a segment called How Would You Fix It? Or something like that. So
he started a whole segment called How Would You Fix the Jump Master?
Well, not the Jump Master. I'm assuming he's going to cover different ships.
Oh, right, okay. Because that's a 4 to 6 week series right there.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. I think other than just changing the points, I don't like the idea of changing pilot cards for some reason. Changing upgrade cards is all well and good because you can just throw them out in a seasonal kit or whatever.
Yeah.
If you change a ship, you've then got 4 pilots that have got to get changed. So it's a hard one. It'd be a brave thing for FFG to do if they ever do it.
They could just make the Contractor Scout unique.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't... But then the last 2 worlds weren't won by Contractor Scouts, were they? So...
Yeah, I don't know. I think inherently it's like, we want this platform to be good because Scum don't really have a really competitive platform yet. Well, you did your job. It is. So, there we go. Anyway, I don't want to wax lyrical about how awesome a jump master is and how everyone should only fly that. So, hey ho. And yeah, if you don't have anything else, I will close us out right there. Thanks for watching and listening, everyone. Make sure
See you later.
you like the video and give us a thumbs up, comment, make sure you subscribe to a channel. All of the stuff that I'm terrible at getting people to do. Make sure you do all of that stuff, and we will see you on the next one.
See you later.